love that legend in Russia called the Potemkin villages. It is about fake reality and fake beauty. During the journey of Catherine II to Crimea in 1787, Grigory Potemkin would have erected funny portable settlements along the route in order to please the Russian Empress and show her how Russia was wealthy and Russians happy. During the Soviet Union, foreigners were also shown only positive aspects of the communist country. And until now, before the arrival of a political leader, roads in bad conditions are often quickly repaired and poor-looking buildings repainted or wrapped by huge fabrics in order not to disappoint the governmental delegations and show a nicer reality. I am now in a place where twice a year, during 10 days, the local inhabitants also decorate their houses, the streets of their villages, and demonstrate their happiness. Not because a political leader is coming, but because the spirits of their ancestors and their beloved gods are coming back to Earth to visit them. And where am I, you might ask? I'm in Ubud, in the center of Bali in Indonesia, when local people celebrate Galungan, one of the most impressive Hindu festivals on the island. It is a period when the spirits of the ancestors visit the earth to check whether everything is okay in their former houses and with the life of their descendants, but also to have fun with the living. It symbolizes the victory of the good against evil. No politic here, just real belief. The inhabitants of Bali welcome the ancestral spirits with prayers and offerings, but also with special ceremonies showing how happy and prosperous their life is on earth. But it is no fake. The days before Galungan, in front of each house, the streets are decorated with different long curved bamboo poles called penjor. Men make them with many complicated ornaments. We met Uchi when she was bringing offerings in front of her house. She introduced us to the Balinese culture and the art of preparing the offerings. Balinese people spend hours and days to make their environment beautiful, but not only for themselves, but also to get the support of the gods to have such a wonderful life. Every day they prepare beautiful baskets of palm leaves where they put offerings, rice and different flowers. They also prepare special meat and rice dishes for the gods, ancestors, and for themselves. Men and women participate in the preparation of the holiday with different tasks. We discovered with Uchi the way to prepare special meals and to decorate the family shrine. Each house has its own family shrine that is also decorated and dressed with special clothes in expectation of the visit of the dead. When the house is ready and the offerings specially presented on coconuts, leaves, baskets, it is time to go to the big temple. But if you want to get to a temple, you should wear special clothing. Women wear white or colorful shirts paired with a batik sarong. The men wear white shirts, batik sarong with an overlay, a waistband, and a traditional Balinese headdress that is white or golden. During the 10 festive days, the Bali Hindu people perform almost every day a special ceremony called NGELAWANG. In each village, long, noisy processions travel through the streets with a mythological lion-like creature with its long mane called Barong and represents good. Barong protects each house and each street of the village. Inside its hairy body are two male dancers who perform the fast turns and leaps of Barong. A dancer in front supports the moves of the head, the lion-like mask, and move the jaws to produce noise. You can sometimes meet little boys in the streets of the village training to move Barong in order to be ready for the procession. Barong is always accompanied by musicians with many different instruments. I was told that Barong also helps the ancestors to have fun with the descendants. Barong's enemy is the witch Rangda, with matted hair and large tusks, the demon queen or ever. Rangda is also part of the procession. The end of the ceremony is fabulous. Barong is stored back to his little temple with all its attributes and closed until the next procession. Barong appears together with Rangda and many other characters borrowed from the traditional mask theater called topeng. Uchi is also a dancer of Ramayana. After she put her makeup home, she brought us backstage to her Ramayana performance. Ramayana is part of the topeng dance drama. Ramayana is a fantastic Balinese dance performance, an epic telling the life story of the legendary prince Rama. Those dances are performed in temples, what increases the emotional aspect of the play. Lots of figures appear in that performance. Rama, his wife Sita, the king Ravana, who kidnaps Sita, the golden deer, apes, and many others. After a long journey and many adventures, Rama finally rescues Sita after a violent battle against Ravana. Tens of soldiers support Rama. The performance brings the dancers to a trance through the Kechak fire dance. A soldier walks on the fire and the ashes. Ramayana are often performed during the Galungan festival. Kuningan is the last day of that holy period. The day the ancestors return to heaven until the next festival. If you have the chance to get to a temple far from tourist areas but close to Ubud, you may experience an incredible moment. All the inhabitants of the village will bring hundreds of trays and baskets with fruits and other offerings. They will dance, perform theater plays, play music, and do some sacrifices. 10 of musicians, young boys, young girls, men, women, all the village is performing for themselves and for their ancestors. The use of masks is also related to the cult of the ancestors, and Balinese people consider masked dancers the interpreters of the gods. We had the chance to arrive in a village during such a ceremony. No one tourist except us. In the evening of Kuningan, Barong gets back to his temple after a long procession that involves almost all the inhabitants of Ubud. It symbolizes the end of the 10 days Galungan festival. Dharma in Hindu's language means good, and Galungan is a victory of goodness. And I felt that you can really live in an environment of beauty when you do it for yourself, for others, for your ancestors, and for the gods. And when life is dedicated to the victory of good and beauty. I will tell you a lot more about my travels and about how I remember the cultures of Russia, even if I'm very far away in the jungle or in an island. See you soon, and don't forget to subscribe and press the bell.